Hey everybody, this is just a quick video to show the first flight of the Xiaomi Mi 4K drone. I purchased this drone to try it out. Seemed like a good value for the money. This isn't a full review. I just wanted to document my experience with the drone. A lot of people are talking about it. Thought I'd kind of just give you my ideas on what I see. Just to give you a background from where I come from. I started out like most of you, messing around with just a couple little toy drones, and then it became a hobby. So I started off with a Phantom 3, DJI Phantom 3 standard, graduated up to a Mavic Pro. Still have the Mavic, really enjoy it. I saw this particular model, the Xiaomi Mi. I've seen some of the pictures online and video that people have taken. Look pretty good. For $420, it seemed like a huge value. So I just thought I would try one out and let you guys know what I thought. So you know, the drone speaks for itself, and there's a lot of videos out there about the drone and its capabilities, so I'm not going to go through all that, but I will show you some of the things. You can see the drone itself. The remote got a mount for your smartphone. I'm tethered via USB cable to my iPhone 7. I bought this drone on geekbuying.com. My understanding is there is a Chinese version and an export version. The Chinese version comes with prop guards and does not have a wireless dongle, and the export version does not have prop guards but comes with a wireless dongle. I was shipped the Chinese version, bought it from geekbuying.com, shipped out of a Hong Kong warehouse. Their service was good. I got it from the time I paid them. It was at my door in 9 business days. So no complaints about that. I will also say this, unpacking the drone itself out of the box, it has a very quality feel to it. Everything's very straightforward. You felt like you were unpacking an Apple product. That's the kind of feel I got out of it. Similar to DJI. DJI obviously has that kind of quality as well. The drone is, what surprised me is it's bigger than what you think it is in the pictures. It's certainly bigger than even the Phantom 3 that I had before. So looking forward to getting it up in the air. Oh, the other issue I wanted to talk about is the first thing I did when I unpacked it and got it all put together. All of that's pretty straightforward, and others have documented that, so I'm not going to go through that. But others have also stated that they had issues updating the firmware in the remote, in the drone itself, and in the camera. I turned it on. I was able to tether easily with my iPhone. I had to put the iPhone in as a hotspot USB connection, and it connected right up. It downloaded the updates in literally seconds, and the update itself, updating all the various parts of the drone, took maybe 5 minutes. And I know others have had very different experiences that they've said it's taken much longer. I just didn't have those issues. I did it right here in my home. The other thing that I wanted to mention was the drone, when I fired it up, it reported ready to fly as is. In other words, I could have flown it without doing the updates. I went in and checked for updates and went ahead and did them. I do that with all of my devices. I know a lot of people talk about that, but I always update to whatever the latest firmware and software is on everything. I figure the engineers know way better than I do what the product needs. Let's see, beyond that, it's all pretty straightforward. I think now the only thing left to do is take it outside and see how it flies. Oh, one more thing that I thought of and should mention is that inside the house here, when I was just starting it up for the first time and attempting and updating the firmware, it grabbed 18 satellites inside the house. And inside the house, 18 satellites, and reported ready to fly. So I'm saying that GPS-wise, this is probably a pretty decent product. In any case, I'm going to take it out to a local park here and get it up in the air and fly it around a little bit, and I'll see if I can get some pictures of that. Okay, as promised, we'll see if we can get this Mi Drone up in the air. This is the first flight. Okay, I got a few closing comments about the Xiaomi Mi Drone 4K. So we got the first flight done and all is well. I did have a couple of compass errors before I took off, calibrated the compass, etc. But it kept giving me a compass error. And I've seen others document this. You turn the drone 90 degrees and and boom, it's fine and takes off. So I did that. That wasn't a problem. I did also get some compass calibration errors while it was flying. And there wasn't that much metal around, so I don't really know what caused that, but it didn't seem to affect the flight of the drone. It seemed to be okay. It would come and go. And then the other issue I had, and I'm blaming this on my own setup, I used a cheap SD card, and I kept getting video card, SD card errors on the drone. It would record about 1 minute of video at a time, and then it would stop. And then I'd wait a few seconds, and I could restart it, and it would start again. So, like I said, I'm calling that one out, as I probably did not have a card that was rated fast enough. I did try 4K video, and then downgraded it to 1080p to see if that would make a difference. It did not. So like I said, I'm going to say that may be my card. That card, I formatted it in my computer rather than in the drone itself. I think that's probably good practice to format your card with the device that you're using, so probably should have done that. I'll try that at a later date and see how that comes out. Other than that, the drone flew well, flew as you would expect. It had good GPS hold. I mean, it would hover in place, as you saw in the pictures. The other thing I will say is the return to home. It does not find the specific place that it took off from as accurately as I'm used to with my DJI Mavic. The Mavic will land within inches of the spot it took off in. This drone, it's within feet, which is not a bad thing. You just have to understand it and know that. I mean, it's a $400 drone. So all of that said, that's what I'll say. Value for money, it's tremendous. $420. I've seen them cheaper than that. I've seen them for right at $400. I don't think you can go wrong. Picture quality seems to be good. Flies well. When I first took off, it was in beginner mode. I took it out of beginner mode, and it had really flew easily and was very responsive. Similar to the DJI product. I don't know that it's quite as responsive as my Mavic, but pretty darn close. So overall, I'm going to recommend the product. I'm going to have fun flying it. I intend to use it a lot in addition to the Mavic. So just something else, if you're just looking for a second drone and don't want to spend a lot of money and have 4K capability, I think that Xiaomi drone makes a lot of sense. Thank you for watching.